More action promised from lawmakers.
So sorry for what y'all have experienced.
Following holiday weekend mass shootings. Here in Florida, fireworks mistaken for gunshots.
What's going on? What's going on?
Leading to a stampede. And can getting COVID twice lead to problems down the road?
A pandemic that is still ongoing and a virus that is continuing to evolve.
These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Leanne Abutarbush.
I'm Samantha Gutierrez. Today is Wednesday, July 6, 2022.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Morning after massacre, the flag at the White House lowered to half staff for the victims of the Highland Park Parade shooting. The Biden administration pulling out all the stops for the 7 victims, including an unannounced trip to the scene by Vice President Harris.
Reporter Nicole Castaneda from our DC Bureau is in Washington this morning.
Yet another mass shooting happens in the States, this time in Highland Park, Illinois. Activists are saying this is evident that there is much to be done. Governors, mayors, and senators are talking about the way to end this issue.
My community came together yesterday to celebrate freedom. There's no freedom if you're fearing a mass shooting on a weekly basis.
The last time I heard a weapon with that capacity firing that rapidly on the 4th of July was Iraq.
More than 70 rounds were fired at the crowd in the parade at Highland Park. 7 people lost their lives, 39 were injured, including those that remain hospitalized. They all range in ages between 8 and 85.
This, according to those who keep a tally, is the 309th mass shooting this year in America. So we have a great tradition, 4th of July parades, and another sad, awful, horrible tradition of mass shootings coming together in Highland Park.
Senator Dick Durbin asks himself something that many Americans might be asking themselves.
What in the hell does America need with this type of weapon that was designed for our military? You don't need it to go hunting or sport shooting. It has no earthly purpose, and there are millions of them in America.
Furthermore, many elected officials are aware this goes beyond stricter laws and actions need to be taken immediately.
I bring you condolences from President Joe Biden and from our country. So sorry for what y'all have experienced.
Activists say they want a law that does eliminate assault weapons and are continuing to push for it. Although Highland Park was a place where the largest number of victims occurred, other places also had shootings like California, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. From Washington, D.C., reporting for the South Florida Media Network, Nicole Castaneda.
From D.C., we take you to Highland Park, where CNN's Mike Valerio has the latest on the investigation.
We now know that one person has just been taken off life support and is fighting to survive. Meantime, we also have learned that even more charges could be filed.
2 days after a gunman opened fire on a 4th of July parade, the central question is how? How did the 21-year-old suspect legally acquire the weapon he used to cause such carnage? The Lake County Sheriff's Department revealed Tuesday that the suspect had 2 previous encounters with police and was on their radar.
The first was in April of 2019. An individual contacted Highland Park Police Department a week after learning of Mr. Cremo attempting suicide. The second occurred in September of 2019. A family member reported that Cremo said he was going to kill everyone, and Cremo had a collection of knives. The police responded to his residence. The police removed 16 knives, a dagger, and a sword from Cremo's home.
According to Illinois State Police, the suspect's father claimed the knives were his and they were returned. Just 3 months later, the suspect's father then sponsored him for a firearm owner's ID card, letting him purchase a trove of weapons. Authorities say they don't have a motive yet for Monday's massacre, and the suspect has been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder.
We anticipate dozens of more charges centering around each of the victims.
And Vice President Kamala Harris was also here yesterday. She said that the country simply needs to ban assault rifles once again in order to get out of this cycle of violence. In Highland Park, I'm Mike Valerio. Back to you.
People are recovering from injuries this morning after fireworks in Orlando were mistaken for gunfire.
12 people started scrambling during a 4th of July celebration
In a shooting scare Monday, people there claim someone yelled that an individual carried a gun. This is what triggered the chaos.
What's going on? What's going on?
We don't know what's happening.
Officials believe someone threw fireworks into the crowd. No one has been arrested, but Orlando police are still investigating.
Today, Planned Parenthood continues to fight Florida's 15-week abortion ban as it remains in place despite a judge blocking. The block on the abortion ban was issued after a lawsuit claimed the ban violated Floridians' privacy rights and the state constitution. However, in response, the state attorney general filed an appeal which automatically keeps the ban in place.
The Marlins going for win number 6 in a row. This time they were playing in front of the home crowd.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
In the context of a pandemic that is still ongoing and a virus that is continuing to evolve and creating more challenges, including reinfection, we might need to reconsider this.
Doctors warning about potential health risks down the road for anyone who has caught COVID twice. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I help our fellows design their paths as creative entrepreneurs. My experiences serving startups, creative businesses, and cultural organizations, and my journey as a queer mixed immigrant with Haitian and Arabic roots, inform the co-creative environment we foster at Radcliffe. We leverage our collective diversity to encourage the building of lifelong personal learning networks and mindsets that stimulate continuous innovation.
Double trouble? Could there be future risks for anyone who has caught COVID twice? The latest news shows COVID-19 reinfections can put your health at serious risks.
As a new wave of COVID variants are surfacing across the country, a study on health implications of reinfected suggests that getting COVID-19 more than once increases the likelihood of experiencing seriously health issues.
In the context of a pandemic that is still ongoing and a virus that is continuing to evolve and creating more challenges, including reinfection, we might need to reconsider this. Up to date doesn't have the same kind of sense of completion.
Health problems includes the likelihood of getting lung and heart problems, diabetes, digestive and kidney disorders, as well as neurological problems.
Today, the Miami Marlins celebrate a home win here at Lone Depot Park against the LA Angels. Marlins pitcher Sandy Alcantara pitched 8 dominant innings for his team, making it very difficult for the Angels to hit any runs. The score was 1-2 and the Marlins play the Angels again today at 6:40 p.m. And if they win, they will have an even record.
That's all the time we have for today's Newsbreak. I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
I'm Leanne Abu Torbush. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.